Good morning, honored guests, friends, family, faculty and staff of the Maxwell School of Citizenship and Public Affairs here at Syracuse University. And of course, my beautiful PIA people, an MPA class of 2017, welcome. I'm honored and humbled to be speaking to you all today as the Brady Howell student speaker. I would also like to take a moment to recognize the Haudenosaunee Confederation, in particular the Onondaga Nation, for whose ancestral land we now stand. Having grown up in the area, we learned about the importance of the Onondaga Nation to our region, especially the fact that it was the Haudenosaunee that served, in part, as the inspiration for the democratic model of government we have today, along with those belonging to the European Enlightenment. For this, I feel it fitting to share with you all an excerpt of their Thanksgiving address, an address that is said when all 5 member nations are together. Today we have gathered and we see that the cycles of life continue. We've been given the duty to live in balance and harmony with each other and all living things. So now, we bring our minds together as one as we give greetings and thanks to each other as a people. I will now give you a moment to greet your neighbor. Now our minds are one. It is no secret that when the words Maxwell School are uttered, one thinks of excellence in the social science fields, particularly the fields of public administration and international affairs. But perhaps the most important distinction that people think of, in addition to academic excellence, that sets us apart from our competitors, is our deep devotion of public service through our adoration of the Athenian oath, which is displayed prominently at the heart of Maxwell in the style of a classical Greek shrine. Being the language nerd that I am, as well as master procrastinator, I decided to do some research on the history of the oath and looked up the original Attic Greek version, because not only was I curious, I knew what I would find would be way more interesting than my internal validity program evaluation homework for quant. The title Athenian Oath is actually fake news, guys! While true, the oath was taken by Athenian citizens, or white landowning men, the oath's proper name is actually the Ephebic Oath, as it was taken by 18-year-old sons of Athenian citizens upon entry into the Ephebic Academy, a military academy which trains these young men, or Ephebi, in the art of war and of citizenship. A successful graduation of the academy confers citizenship to the Athenian city-state. I would like to read to you all a more direct translation of this oath. I will not bring dishonor on my sacred arms, nor will I abandon my comrade wherever I shall be stationed. I will defend the rights of gods and of men, and will not abandon my country and leave it smaller when I die, but greater and better, so far as I am able by myself and with the help of all. I will respect the rulers of the time duly, and the existing ordinances duly, and all others which may be established here in the future. Furthermore, if anyone seeks to destroy the ordinances, I will oppose him so far as I am able to by myself and with the help of all. The oath also goes on to invoke divine witnesses to the swearing, such as Zeus, Hera, Athena, and other major gods that served as protectors of the city-state. A distinct difference I found while reading the classical Attic Greek and its translation, with which I concur, from the oath inscribed on our wall here in Maxwell, is the separation of the self from the collective. The verb to help, or bothino, is written twice, conjugated first in a reflective singular, and again in a more plural infinitive, thus translating out to a myself in help of all, myself in help of others. Not to discredit our version, as I still tear up every time I read it to myself before a big test, or merely strolling by to seek inspiration. But what I find truly beautiful about this original is the notion that one cannot accomplish these great things alone, nor should one favor oneself before the collective. As future public service, we must go forth from this place as citizens of Maxwell with exactly this in mind. We came here to Maxwell because we have decided to dedicate our lives to something greater than ourselves. We're here because we want to become the next city manager, the next director of management and budget, a future state or federal representative or senator. We're here to grow nonprofits so we can advocate for those who are unable to advocate for themselves. We're here to put the rock back in bureaucracy, as Dr. Tina Dabachi so awesomely put it. We're here to pursue knowledge, as Syracuse University so eloquently demands it of us in its motto Suos Culturia Scientiae Cornant. Knowledge crowns those who seek her. In essence, we're here to change the world and make it a better place. To echo this further, I would like to read to you all a passage of former Senator Robert F. Kennedy's Day of Affirmation speech at the University of Cape Town in South Africa. Each time a man stands up for an ideal, or acts to improve the lot of others, or strikes out against injustice, he sends forth a tiny ripple of hope. And crossing from each other a million different centers of energy, daring those ripples build a current, which can sweep down the mightiest of walls of oppression and resistance. Senator Kennedy's Ripple of Hope speech is truly inspiring, but I will dare you all to take this call of action one step further. Mr. Vernon Jordan gave an incredible commencement address at the 163rd commencement of Syracuse University, where he beseeched the class of 2017 to follow the advice of then-Senator John Kennedy to say that no matter your academic or professional discipline, to be involved at least once in a public service or political role. Mr. Jordan then told us to run. Not just run for office, like alumni Andrew Maxwell, Ben Walsh, or Joe Nicoletti have done here in the great city of Syracuse, but run an office, or an entire agency, like our beloved alumnus and professor Sean O'Keefe, class of 79. Run a nonprofit like alumnus Mark Emmert, class of 76, and president of the NCAA. Run an embassy like alumnus John Barry, class of 81, and former U.S. ambassador to Australia. You could even run a courtroom to enforce the rule of law like alumnus James Graves Jr., also class of 81, a federal judge on the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals. Or you could even run an admissions department for a world-renowned and nationally ranked program like our beloved Christina Omolino, class of 96. So, I beseech you all, whatever your cause, run. Run fast, run strong, be the ripple. As we depart from Maxwell, I hope you remember your cohort and your time here as the genesis of your ripple, and the inspiration for your many ripples to come. I have learned a great deal from each and every one of you this year, and hope you know that I will support you all in all of your endeavors, just as you all have helped support me in mine. Congratulations, my dear MPA class of 2017. It's been one heck of a year, but we did it. Now go run and be the ripple. Thank you.